All right, so I'm on AC14. And if I look at this page, it's looking at and showing us the difference between the different views. So right now we are in, I click my down arrow here, we're in data sheet view, which is a lot of times where you may input data, or you might create a form that helps you input data easily, a little bit easier. And we're gonna look at the design view. So the cool part about design views, you can see all the field names, you can see the data types that you set for all of your fields. So you can double check and make sure those are correct with the table that we used. If you look at account manager, field size is 2, and you can see where we put our caption. And we are going to make some changes to the bonus rate. So mine has already been changed because I already did it. But yours might be something like long integer, or set at something else, and we want to make sure that it's set at single. And then yours was probably set at maybe a general number, so we want to make sure that's set at fixed. And then for the decimal point, it was probably set earlier at auto. We need to set it at 2. So you can see I've got single, fixed, and I've got 2 decimal places set for the bonus rate. I'm going to save this, and that brings us to AC17. So I'm going to go back to my view, data sheet view, and see where I was started to put my data in, but I'm not ready yet. So we've got account manager. If I close this, I can also right click and open it back up. And for some reason, which is interesting, so if this happens to you, even though I keep moving this, I'll have to research why this is. When I open, let's see, my table back up, even though I've saved this several times, I've had to move this back. So I'm going to move it again. I'm going to save it. So if you have that weird glitch, I've done it several times now. I've moved it and then resaved it. So if you have that glitch, make sure that these are in the right order, and then move postal code, or if you move things in different ways, make sure that they are in the order that they're supposed to be. So now we can start adding our data to this. So I'm going to hit the shutter bar and start. I'm also going to show you, so I've been in here, I'm going to right click, I'm going to delete that record, I'm going to say yes. So I'm getting it back to where you should be. Yours probably look like this. I've been in here working and doing some different things, so mine was a little bit off as I'm recording the video as I'm working. So here's what yours probably looks like. So now I'm going to start entering my data. So I'm going to select this field, type in 42, and I'm getting this data from AC18. So 42 is the account manager's number. I hit tab, I type in the last name, I type in the first name, I type in the street, and we'll look a bit far, so it's Davidson, state is Indiana, postal code 46007. And then the start date, I could use this calendar and figure out the start date, go find the start date, but since it's years away, it's easier for me just to type this in here. So it's 8/3/2015. I'm going to hit tab, and it asks me to type in 3, 6, 750 tab, and then the bonus is 0.09. And then I'll hit tab. And as soon as I hit tab, it automatically goes to the next record. So I can start adding that data. So I'm going to ask you to go ahead and add the data that's required for this next account manager. And if you look at page AC19, you can see the information that you should add. So go ahead and add that on your own. All right, so at this point, you should have a second record in here, and it should look similar to this. I haven't gone back through and made sure that everything matches what the book says, but that's what I would do at this point. I would go through and make sure that my data is exactly what the book tells me to do. Otherwise, Sam's going to mark me wrong when I submit this. So take some time to do that, and then we'll come back and look at the next steps.